I have heard many times that those who like horror like it because it is a safe space where they can control their own anxiety. I can look away, I can blur my eyes, I can switch it off, but ultimately I can challenge myself to face my fears. I'm going to discuss what the horror genre means to me and my opinions, and I invite you to discuss what it could mean to you as well. I don't think it's a commonality that anyone who likes horror has to have trauma, mental health struggles, or anxiety. Some just like the adrenaline, some just find it fun. But for those of us whose love goes a bit deeper, why? Ask anyone that hates horror why they hate it, and the answer is honestly more understandable to me. Why would I want to be scared? Why would I put myself in a situation of unsafety? Similar to my reaction when someone asked me why I'm a basic white bitch and hate spicy food. Why would I want my mouth to be on fire? Why would I want to be in pain? Yet we horror lovers continue to torture ourselves. If you're anything like me, you may have watched numerous videos on YouTube like Top 10 Scariest Ghosts Caught on Camera, Scariest Video Game Ever, This Movie Terrified Me. And it works, right? By the way, I do love these, no shade. Not just because it's clickbait, we put ourselves into a position knowing we're going to get scared. Challenging ourselves, potentially endorsing nightmares. It's weird entertainment. For me, I can't remove myself from the craft of the scare. My mind can only see horror in a logical and creative way. A well-crafted horror story is really satisfying to me. I come from a concept artist background, meaning I build the character, environment or object and the story behind it, presenting it in a way that gives the 3D artist an idea of the history, room to build on further, but ultimately sets up the personality and storyline for that creation. Our job is to hand over a rough sketch of a story with unrefined edges, only holding the most crucial details, the secrets in the clothing woven in for the viewer to distinguish. A skeleton of an idea, with room to grow and birth a narrative. This is always something that has interested me. Why do things have a certain effect on us? What emotions can be manufactured and puppeteered in order to craft a rewarding conclusion? Horror can be done in many ways, and new forms are always being created, but generally one rule follows. A build-up, nothing. A jump scare. That is the core, basic, and now uninspired take of a horror story. And it works because that's how humans are built. It directly attacks our fight, flight, or freeze hardwiring. We're wired to sense a threat, and we react accordingly. This is not news, we've known this since we were cavemen. It's usually lazy storytelling, but physically it works, and it's not always bad. Our hair stand up, our senses honed, we feel a chill run through our bones. True horror to me is something that gets under your skin, questions your sanity, your environment, who you are as a person. Something that speaks artistically from someone who has experienced a different way of living. For me, I put myself in that position, questioning what I would do if I were there. I am safe at home, I'm in a secure mind, I can make logical decisions because I know that I'm safe. Knowing fully well I have no idea how I would react in a situation that I've never even been in. We often ride our egos in this take. I would do so much better, why didn't they do this? But do we truly know? The ability to make something scary from something simple is, to me, the most beautiful way this genre can be executed. Take Junji Ito for example, a beloved horror manga artist. For most of his stories start on a simple premise. We all know of the enigma of Amigara's fault. Everyone each having their own personal sized hole in a mountain is enough claustrophobic nightmare fuel for any individual. But this is personal. To be called within, like a home, you are directly challenging the viewer's safety. But the gold here is we don't know what's inside, the mystery is what's more horrifying. Or his story Hanging Blimp. A species of giant balloon-like creatures with heads that resemble those of their owners with nooses attached to them, are seen floating around the village. This idea birthed from a dream of Ito's where he saw a clay figure of a woman with a rope around her neck, and the rope fastened to him. My personal favourite, Uzumaki, the most simplest of all. A spiral, nothing more, nothing less. But to become possessed and obsessed with a shape is so bizarre and unnerving. What it causes each victim to do: destroy any spiral you see. But wait, what's that? The cochlea? Interesting. Part of the inner ear involved in hearing. It is a spiral-shaped cavity in the bony labyrinth in humans. So what is fear? What is the scariest thing? I think I can answer that. The scariest thing, I would say, is fear itself, the unknown. If we don't know what something is, we can't fight it. Humans are used to controlling everything around us. Loss of control sends us spiraling. We can't be our best when we're in that headspace. When creators understand the core of the human psyche and how we work, the horror genre can be truly horrifying. So, what does the horror genre mean to us? What does it mean to you? Why do we humans continue to torture ourselves with it? Let me know in the comments what you think. And as always, have a wonderful day.